Where are we? Hey, here we are. Let me get the lighting right here. How's it going, YouTube Live? Okay, as always, I gotta double check if the live stream is on, because otherwise I would be like, why, YouTube? Why? Okay, wow. That was a great finale. Holy smokes. I was just like, oh, mind blown by how awesome it was. So many to unpack. But let's start with the action, man. Oh my god. That whole thing with the Falcon or now Captain America. By the way, did we ever have any doubts as to what was in that suitcase last week? Of course, it was gonna be Captain America's suit. I mean, I think I did a poll not too long ago asking you guys which one do you think is gonna take up the mantle ultimately? Because in the comic books, um, I'm a DC fan. Marvel, I'm more of a late bloomer. But as I understand it, in the comic books, Marvel comic books, both Bucky Barnes and the Falcon or Sam Wilson did become Captain America. Replacing Steve Rogers. Um, so I think on different iterations. So I asked on the poll, which one do you think is gonna end up as Captain America in this one? And I think a lot of you guys answered the Falcon, and so if you answered the Falcon, your answer is correct. And look at him, man! Look at him! Look at that image! Oh my God! Check out that suit! Spanking new, cool looking. It just fits him, man. It fits him. Oh my God! And he still has the wings, of course. You know, to go with the shield. Oh, that's awesome. This is awesome. But yeah, let's dive right into the action. Holy crap! When Falcon slash new Captain America was trying to take down that helicopter, and he got this idea like, okay, let's find out who is inside the helicopter can actually fly a chopper. So that was like, okay, that's very inventive. That's an inventive way of thinking or way of coming up with a solution. And the whole sequence, the whole time, I was like, woo, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I was like, oh, suspenseful, thrilling, pulse pounding, whatever adjective you want to throw in there. So good. Let me double check here. Sorry. We go. But sorry. But yeah, so good. And um, I love high flying, high wire action such as that. I mean, I whenever that happens in a movie, it never gets old. By the way, I almost forgot. This whole episode feels like this whole series finale. It feels like, or it felt like, a third act of a movie. You gotta admit, this is the third act. This is the final when the whole climactic thing is happening, and then they put it into this 1 hour episode. That's what it felt like. And it was just it was non-stop. I mean, just boom, 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 one after the next. You got Winter Soldier fighting in the ground, and then John Walker coming in trying to redeem himself. So it's like the redemption of John Walker. So he comes full circle now. He becomes the good guy again, at least for Val. Um, by the way, how did John Walker got his hands on the suit again and the shield? I mean, I don't get it. Like, I thought last week when the U.S. Senate, the U.S. Senate on the show, revoked his Captain America. privileges, I thought that also includes you're not gonna be able to wear the suit or carry the shield anymore. I thought they took it away from him when they when they lay down that judgment, you know. So I don't know. Maybe, did I miss out? Did I was there a post credit scene last week when he got his hands on the suit and the shield again? I don't know. I guess I missed out on that. But yeah, that was like I don't know if we had that information. But neither here nor there. I mean, the whole redemption of John Walker, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, and um, more help, more than just two Captain. I mean, Falcon slash Captain America and the Winter Soldier. If you get another help, that's that's great. That's great. The more the merrier. I think the more help the better. So why not bring in John Walker for a sort of like a redemption story in the series finale? Um, oh, he made that shield. Okay, okay. See, I missed out on that. Juan Marcias is here saying he made the shield and it was in the post credit. This is why I should have stayed for the post credit. but 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 to be fair, in my defense, not all of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episodes have post credit. Unlike WandaVision, WandaVision always has post credit. So I guess I missed out on that. So thank you, Juan Marcias. I appreciate it for you chiming in on that. I appreciate it. So now we get that cleared. But yeah, my God, the first, I don't know, 30, 35 minutes of this episode, it was just non-stop action, in the air, on the ground, and I mean, lots of rescuing as well. I mean, I was just like holding my breath the entire time. I was like, oh my God, and just like tensing up, like, oh. Do you guys feel the same way? Did you guys feel the same? I was like, oh. When Marcy said, episode 6 also has post credits. Yep. Thank you for that information. So, yeah, I was just so intense. But it was great. It was nicely choreographed, nicely staged, and most importantly, nicely shot. Because a lot of the action sequences in Hollywood today, it's all about stitching cuts. It's like so dizzying, and it makes your head hurts watching it. But I think, especially with this scene of the Falcon versus Carly, right after Carly almost shot Sharon, okay? And then, of course, Falcon prevented it, and they had this fight. It was great. It was great how it was shot. Like, it knew when to do close-ups to get that immersive effects, but it also knew how to it also knew when to pull back. It also knew when to show you the whole frame of them just duking it out so you can enjoy their moves. And I like that. The combination of that was just nicely done. It wasn't headache inducing. It's just so great. And the same goes with Falcon versus that guy. I don't know what his name was. But fantastic, fantastic. And the other thing that I have on my note, and I don't want to spend, I guess, too long a night on this, but I tweeted out that I loved how political this series finale was. All right, the whole season, the whole show has been political, as you know, right? With the whole infusion or injection of Black Lives Matter, or the whole acknowledgement or self-reflection of racism, and how Black Americans don't feel like they're part of the country because even though they're American citizens, and we already discussed that extensively last week, right? We already discussed that extensively last week, And so the politics in this episode, or this finale episode, was when he talked with the senators. That was that was deep. That was very profound, you guys. Because as I was watching that, I was like, why couldn't we have somebody like that in the real world actually doing that to the powers that be, the senators and lawmakers? Like, why does it have to be through a show, a Marvel Studio show, something that our actual lawmakers will never watch? they'll never watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier. If they do, they're probably just gonna watch it for the entertainment. But 80% of them are not gonna subscribe to Disney Plus and catch this and listen to what the Falcon has to say or the new Captain America. I wish though. I wish they listened to it. I mean, like the whole time I was watching that speech that he gave, and he was right. Like, have you ever paused to think that maybe we are perceived as the terrorists out there? Our approach should be better than this. And I think a lot of us Americans have been screaming that from the top of our lungs all our lives as we see the policies that are out there, especially the foreign policies. And so for somebody like for a character, a fictional character like the Falcon, to be uttering the words that we wish we could say directly to those guys in Washington D.C. It's both refreshing and frustrating because it doesn't happen in the real world. So, but yeah, but that's my 2 cents on it. And I tweeted out that I love how political this show is, from start to finish, even more so in the finale. I know a lot of people out there don't like me because I'm politically outspoken. I'm politically outspoken. I on Twitter or even in person, and I'm politically active out there. And people don't like me. I got a comment on Instagram not too long ago, saying, "Hey Rama, I wish you could just stick to entertainment only. Like, why do you gotta do, bring in all this politics stuff into your tweets, into your Instagram posts, like, so as if they're saying like, Rama, you try to be just one thing, man. Don't be, this other side of you. We don't like this other side of you. Basically, that's what they're saying. And so I think what a lot of people don't understand is, I get that we hate politicians, right? Generally, they suck. But politics or policies, whether or not we want to admit it, they affect our lives. They affect our lives. The decisions made over there affects everybody. The bills and all that stuff, like, it affects everybody. So it doesn't matter who you are or what the skin color. It's like how much draconian it is, or whether if it's a progressive agenda. It's like it is gonna affect everybody, whether you like it or not. It's gonna affect you. Taxes going up or going down, it's gonna affect you. When it comes to film critics or TV critics, which I love doing, they're subjective. All right, subjective meaning like comedy. Some things I find funny that you might not find funny, right? Subjective. I might like Forrest Gump and you might not like Forrest Gump, and that's okay because we are seeing the same thing from a different perspective, different angle. It's art. I might like the painting that you don't like, and one man's trash is another man's treasure. So, but in politics, there is right and there is wrong. In politics, it's objective, and bringing it back to the Falcon, the new Captain America. um, he's saying that, guys, your approach is wrong. All right, your approach has not been right and effective. Look at what that policy, this whole thing that you guys did. Look at that. Look at what that did to folks like Carly, who sees us as enemy because of these, this, and this, and this, all this stuff that you guys are doing. So there's right and wrong in politics, and so that's on top of the whole thing that we discussed last week with the racial tension and the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow and oppression on the Black Americans. On top of what we discussed last week, this episode also, deals even further in the right and wrong of what policies of how policies, I'm sorry, affect everybody's lives. Yeah, we may say like, oh, U.S. foreign policy, yeah, that's gonna only affect the people in Afghanistan, but no. When the people of Afghanistan, got pissed off because they're blown to pieces, their family in the wedding, and then they retaliate on us, that affects us, hence affects everybody. So you got if the approach is not working right, maybe we should try a different approach. That's what the new Captain America is saying, because this circle of violence of people hating us and whatnot, and we're hating them because of this and this and this. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. So yeah. Before I ramble on, um, I want to end on this. Oh, by the way, Sharon. Oh, Sharon is so cool on this finale. The whole thing with the Mission Impossible face thing. I was like, yes. Every time I watch a Impossible movie, that's like the one thing that I always look forward to seeing the most. Uh, Whenever Tom Cruise has to do disguise, with the face thing, it's like looking like somebody else. I was like, yes, she pulled a Mission Impossible. That is so cool. Of course, the one that Sharon did was a lot more sophisticated than Mission Impossible, which is probably just more like made of plastic or whatever. um, and it ends. This finale ends on a very emotional note, with the first black super serum soldier finally getting his recognition, finally getting his dues, finally getting his legacy, and that's just like, whoo, dude. I mean, like today's episode. I mean, I was just like high on cloud nine with the whole action thing, like whoa, yeah, whoo, wham, wham. And then you soar. You don't fall down, but you soar through to the end with the whole legacy thing, with the whole statue in the museum. I was like, oh, it just made you feel really, really good at the end. And I think this whole thing was just so well written. Um, and I want to make a poll asking you guys which show, this is going to be tough, all right? This is going to be a tough question. Which show do you think is better? WandaVision or The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Oh my god, I'm going to post that poll on YouTube and Twitter, and hopefully you guys engage with it. Um, and let me know what you think. Did I miss anything on my note? Let me go through my note here before I end. We talked about Marcus Dixon and oh, okay. I forgot to talk about Val. I don't know much about Val. I apologize. I grew up a DC fan, so Val is new to me. But my friends on YouTube who are hardcore Marvel comic fans since birth, um, you can hit them up on YouTube. I think Tyler Calvert is a big Marvel, so he can tell you more about Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character Val. Um, uh, as I understand it, Val is related to Shield, Agents of Shield. Am I correct? So that's why John Walker is an agent now. So I'm not sure where they're going with that, though. I mean, like, are we gonna get another Agents of Shield type show situation to follow where Walker is going moving forward? I don't know. And I don't know if people will be willing to follow John Walker, this new John Walker. I don't know. Maybe they're still traumatized by the John Walker Breaking Bad from last week. So I really, really am not sure what Marvel Studios is cooking up with this character Val. But I'm just glad that Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the one who gets to play her because she is just awesome. Um, oh, Banana Ant is here. What are you, Juan Mas? Like, shut up and dribble. Banana Ant, I'm more of a WandaVision fan. Okay. Hey, WandaVision is a fantastic show. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, my friend. But Falcon and the Winter Soldier is more cool. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see what you're getting at there. Okay, so in terms of cool factor, right? Cool factor, Falcon and the Winter Soldier gets the point. Am I right? I can dig that. I can dig that. I mean, WandaVision has its own shades of cool, but nothing as like thrilling as 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 just exciting as the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I mean, it really like today's episode. It just makes you feel like you're flying, like you're soaring with Falcon as he tries to take over that helicopter. I mean, like just so it's a different type of feeling, than WandaVision. Not to poo poo on the WandaVision, of course. Um, Juan Marcia says Val could be Madame Hydra. Okay. Okay, so that's the theory out there. Okay, I didn't know that. So Hydra as in the bad guys. All right. So that could be, but it's still, we still don't know. The question still remains, Juan Marcias, um, how Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios are planning to go with that. If she is Madame Hydra, and if she is planning for John Walker to work for her, so in what capacity is there going to be a show about that, or is that going to be in the big screen movie? One of the Marvel's upcoming movies. We don't know in what capacity that's gonna take form. So, but yeah, thank you for sharing that theory. So that's possible, definitely. Um, did I miss anything? I felt like I missed something on my note, but I think we've talked extensively already. So I guess that's my cue. I'm gonna go straight to bed. I will post a couple of new reviews tomorrow. If I remember anything tomorrow that I may have forgotten tonight about today's finale, I'll go and do another live stream for you guys. How about that? If I forgot something on my note, all right, I'll do that. But if I don't, if I've covered everything here, then that's what it is. So I guess the next stop is what? Loki, right? Loki series. I think that's next, right? Loki series. I want to say. Let me double check. When does who's faster? Who can you guys tell me when does Loki premiere? I think it's in a couple of weeks. Let me see here. I don't want to give you the wrong information though. Oh man, no, I'm wrong. Loki premieres June 11. So that's still a ways away. What is gonna happen then in between now and June 11? What's Marvel bringing us? Is it nothing? Is it a hiatus? I guess I don't mind if it's a hiatus. I can definitely take a break. I don't know if I can always stay up late till 2 a.m. in the morning like this. Not that I don't want to talk with you, but it just, man, I mean, I wake up at 10 a.m. every Friday is like, instead of like 6. I was like, oh, I missed out the morning. Now I'm just up for lunch. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. And do you agree or disagree with my assessment today of today's series finale of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? And what do you think of the Falcon as the new Cap? What do you think of his new suit? What do you think of that of him with that speech? With that, him carrying the mantle. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, I remember. Let me just squeeze in this final thought. Do you notice that? I think John Walker said this, or was it Battlestar, his partner? But I think either one of them said the super serum elevates or amplifies what you already are. Kind of like fame. People say fame amplifies, or it just brings out more of what you already are. So if you were a jerk before fame and then you became famous, then you'll be even more of a jerk. That's the idea. Sam Wilson is the perfect fit for the new Captain America, because not only does he realize, or not only is he aware of what that shield means to him as a Black American, not only is he aware of the weight of that responsibility, but also he has lived an honest life, very closely to the values of Steve Rogers. So when he puts on this Captain America suit, it only amplifies those values even more. You see what I'm getting at? So if you're a good guy and you become famous, then you use that fame to do good because you are inherently a good guy. And the same with the Falcon here. Captain America never gets to his head this thing that he's wearing now. Whereas John Walker, he let it get to his head. He always thinks of, what does this mean for me? How does this benefit me? Why don't I, Captain America, get to be the center of attention? Why can't I beat these guys? I'm Captain America. I'm supposed to be able to catch up to these guys. Maybe I should take a super serum to be able to catch up. It's like, so it's all about me. I. The Falcon never sees the world through that perspective. So when he puts on the Captain America suit and takes on the shield, it just fits. It amplifies him, his values even more than ever before. So that's my final thought. Share your thoughts, share your questions about this finale in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe. Thank you, Juan Marcia. Thank you, Juan Macias. I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. Juan Macias and Banana Ant for chatting with me. And for all you guys, thanks for watching. Let's rock this.